Welcome to Tech Talk Podcast. I'm your host Wawa, and today we're starting our four-part series on computer technology. Our first topic is computer networks, and joining me today is Joshua. Hi Joshua, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Wawa. Glad to be here for the first segment.
Let's start simple. What exactly is computer networks?
Computer network is basically a system of interconnected devices that can share data resource with each other. Think of it like a highway system where data packets travel back and forth instead of cars.
Okay, that's a clear picture. So connecting all phones to cafe Wi-Fi means joining a network, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's a local network or it's called LAN.
Okay, what are the main types of networks we should know about?
There are three main types. First of all, we have a LAN or local area network. Covers a small area like a home or school. The second two, we have a MAN or metropolitan area network. Covers a larger area like a city. And the last one is a WAN, wide area network. Covers huge areas across regions or the globe. The internet is the biggest example of a WAN.
Okay. What hardware makes this network so work?
Devices like routers, switches, and access points. The routers acts like a traffic controller that directs data to the right place.
How do devices make sure they understand each other when sending the data?
They follow rules called protocols. The most common one is TCP or IP, which breaks data into small packets, send them over, and resembles them at the destination.
Why are networks so essential for us today?
Without networks, we can stream videos, play online games, send messages, or use cloud storage. It's a backbone of digital life.
That makes total sense. Thanks for explaining the basics so clearly, Joshua. And that's all for part 1. Stay tuned for part 2 and we'll talk about steganography.
Okay, thank you Wawa for hosting me and happy to help you Wawa and each other. Okay. Nah, going.
Udah.
Deh.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Tech Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Nisa, and this second segment we are going to explore a very unique, fascinating, and sometimes sneaky concept in cybersecurity called steganography. To help us break this down, I have my classmate Joshua with me. And hi Joshua, welcome to the show.
Hi Nisa, thanks for having me today. I'm super excited to talk about steganography because it's honestly one of the coolest topics in computer science.
Awesome, so let's jump right in. For anyone listening who has never heard this term before, what does steganography actually mean?
Great, starting question. The word steganography originates from two Greek words, steganos, which means covered or concealed, and graphy, which means writing. So literally translate, it means covered writing. In modern computing, steganography is the art of science of hiding secret data inside an ordinary, non-secret file or medium.
Wait, so if I understand this correctly, it's not just about looking a file with a password, but hiding it so nobody even realizes a secret message exists?
Yes, that is a core idea. While encryption makes a file unreadable, steganography makes the secret completely invisible. If nobody suspects their secret, nobody will try to decode it.
That sounds like a plot from a spy movie.
Yes.
Is this a brand new digital concept, or did people use this back in the day?
Oh, it has a super rich history. People have used steganography for 1,000 of years long before computer existed. First of all, ancient Greece. Demetrius warned Sparta about incoming invasion by scraping off the wax of wooden tablet, writing the message directly on the wood underneath, and then covering it back up with the fresh wax. To end when inspecting it, it's just like an empty wax tablet, right? And for the two of these is shave heads. Another Asian method involved shaving a messenger head, tattooing a secret message on their scalp, waiting for the hair to grow back, and sending the messenger on their journey. Once they arrive, they shave their head again to reveal the message. The tree is invisible inks. During the World Wars, spice juice like a lemon juice, milk or special chemical mixtures to write invisible notes between the lines of normal letters had to be applied to make the text visible.
Wow.
That's it.
Saving someone had just to send a text message that requires extreme patience. How do we translate that ancient concept into our modern digital world today?
Today, instead of a wax of human hair, we use digital files like JPGs, MP3, or MP4 as our cover mediums.
How can a digital image or audio file hide another file inside it without changing how it looks or sounds?
The most popular technical method is called LSB, or least significant bit insertion.
Okay, break that down for us. What is least significant bits?
Think of a digital image. It's made of millions of tiny dots called pixels. Every pixel's color is defined by binary numbers, 1 second and 0 second, usually representing red, green, blue, or it's called RGB values. The least significant bit is a very last digit in that binary code. It controls such a tiny variation in color that changing it is imperceptible to the human eye.
So if you change that last bit from 0 to a first, the color shift or so slightly that our eyes can pick up the difference.
Exactly. You can replace those last bits across thousands of the pixels with the binary code of your secret message or the text file. To a person looking at the photo on the screen, it just looks like a normal picture of the cat or a sunset. But hidden deep within the code is an entire secret document.
That is brilliant. What about audio files or the text files?
Same idea. In audio files, you can hide the data in high frequencies that human ears can hear. In text documents, you can hide message by adding invisible space or type characters at the end of lines, right?
So, Joshua, how does this compare to cryptography? Why would someone choose the steganography over encryption?
They actually solve different problems. Cryptography scrambles a message into gibberish. However, an encrypted files draw attention because it looks suspicious. It basically screams, "Hey, I contain super important secrets," right? Steganography conceals the presence of the message entirely. It doesn't draw any attention because it looks like a normal file.
Is steganography used for good or bad in the world today?
I think it's both. Yeah. Legitimate use, digital watermarking is huge. Photographers and record labels embed hidden ownership data inside image and music to trap copyright theft. It's also used by journalists and whistleblowers living under strict regimes to communicate safely, right? Malicious use. Cyber criminals sometimes hide malware or virus code inside harmless-looking online images, a tactic known as stickware to bypass security antivirus scanners.
That gives us a whole new perspective every time we look at a JPEG image online. Thank you so much for explaining so all in this detail, Joshua. It's why about absolute pleasure, Joshua. Thanks for having me. Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much too, and that's a wrap for a part 2. Ya. Udah. Kelar.
Ya, panjang banget anjing.
Bisa di ini juga sih. Udah rekam nih.
Welcome back to Touch Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Jean, and today we're entering our third segment to talk about cryptography. Joining me in this studio is Joshua. Welcome back, Joshua.
Thanks for having me, Jan. Glad to be here to talk about cybersecurity.
Let's start with the basic. What does cryptography mean and what it is meant purpose?
The word comes from Greek meaning secret writing. Cryptography is the science of using mathematical algorithms to lock and scramble data so that only people with the right decryption key can read it.
So, if steganography hides a message from view, cryptography locks it up so it cannot be read.
Exactly. Even if a hacker intercepts and encrypt message, all they see is completely unreadable text called ciphertext. Yeah.
What are the main types of encryption used in the modern system?
There are two main types. The first one is symmetric encryption. Use one single key to both lock and unlock the data. It's very fast, but both sender and receiver must share the secret key safely. The second two, asymmetric encryption. Use a pair of keys, a public key to encrypt the data and a private key to decrypt it.
Why do we need asymmetric encryptions if symmetric is faster?
Because it solves the key distribution problems online. You can share your public key with anyone on the internet, but keep your private key strictly secret on your own device.
Where do we encounter cryptography in our daily lives?
We use it every day without realizing it. I have an example. For the first all, HTTP's secure website use SSL or TLS encryption to protect credit card numbers and password during the online shopping. The second, I have a example, messaging apps. Apps like a WhatsApp use to end-to-end encryption, meaning only you and the receiver can read your message. Not even the app company can read them.
So, online banking and secure messaging are completely dependent on cryptography?
Absolutely. Cryptography provides the trust and security that makes modern e-commerce and communication possible.
That's a super clear breakdown. Thank you for sharing all this with us, Joshua.
Anytime, Jan, my pleasure.
That's wrap up part 3. Stay tuned to our final segment in artificial intelligence.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Oke, udah gitu doang kan? Let's go. Oke.
1, 2, 3, close the door.
Open the door dong.
Open the door. Yeah. Welcome back, everyone.
Hey, bro.
This is the fourth part or the final segment.
Yes.
We're talking about artificial intelligence. Right?
Yes, right.
Yes, this is your English podcast project videos. I'm your host today, Sena. If you've been following our series, you know that Joshua was the host for the first part and then third part, right?
Yeah, you're right, man.
He's been asking all the questions about computer network, steganography, cryptography. But today, we are flipping the script. Yeah, Joshua is sitting right here.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
right here, baby.
Yeah. He's sitting right here in the guest chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to put him in the spotlight to discuss the biggest topic on the planet right now.
Right here, right now.
Right here, right now. Yeah. The topic is artificial intelligence.
Yes, man. Yes, man. Yes.
Artificial intelligence.
Yeah,
we
man.
call AI.
AI.
Right? AI. Joshua, come on.
Okay, man. Thank you, Sena, my friend, my lovely friend, bro. Honestly, it feels like a bit weird sitting on this side of the microphone after doing all this interview. But I'm super excited. AI is a topic I think about almost every day.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I can't wait to jump into it, bro.
Yes. Awesome. We use every day, right?
Yeah.
For working.
For sure.
Yes. Or actually, we sometimes we ask about the answer, like the problem we face to
Face.
AI.
Yeah, bro. It's a big problem.
Yes.
It's a big problem.
Yes. Right now, AI can we use to solving our problem, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Let's start right at the surface first.
Yes, man.
AI is a term that gets thrown around everywhere right now. In the news, on social media, at school, for someone listening who might find all this technical jargon overwhelming, bro.
Yes.
How would you define artificial intelligence in plain, everyday English?
Yes, man.
Yes.
That's the best place to start.
Yes.
For sure. Yeah, right? In simple terms, artificial intelligence or AI
Yeah.
refers to a system or machine designed to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. Yeah, we know that. We know that.
Yeah.
This includes things that we as humans take for granted, like learning from past experience, understanding spoken language, recognizing pattern, solving complex problems, and making decisions based on available information. Right?
Yes.
We can prompt to decide a face, bro.
Yeah.
We can get a face of human, bro.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, man.
It's
AI is so crazy, man.
for now. It's so
It's
crazy.
so crazy.
So bad.
Yeah. Okay. Next.
There is two type or a human
Yeah.
who can use it.
It's a bad or good, man.
Yes, it's
just
a bad or good thing.
Yeah.
Right? But specifically for now, AI can help us, right?
Yeah.
So basically, it's a teaching a computer, right?
Yeah.
We prompting to AI. That is exactly like we teaching a computer to think, how to think and process information that we give to it, like a bit more like a human,
Like a human.
like a
More-
human being.
Maybe they will be more than human. I think more than human, not like
That-
human again.
Maybe.
But maybe they will more, man.
Dangerous.
Dangerous, dangerous.
So dangerous, so creepy.
Yeah.
Maybe from right now, we're gonna see the bad things happen
Yeah.
from AI. Maybe I think I read it from the news that AI what is called
What?
AI war.
Works.
Yes, AI war,
War.
like war.
Yeah, war. Yeah, war.
Yes,
War. Yeah.
AI war.
Man,
Yes. That is the bad things.
it's bad things, man.
Yes. Rather than just blindly following rigid code, right? So
Exactly.
the AI thinks it decides what the answer it must be told to us, what the answer that it given to us,
Mhm.
right? From now on, I think is help us so much, but the other side is the bad things keep upscaling, right?
Upscaling, yes, man.
Upscaling.
They upscaling.
Because that is our personal that we want to use this AI things for what,
Yeah.
but we Joshua and me, we use this
For good.
for good,
For good, man.
for good things,
For good
to
things.
help us at the work
Yeah, at the work.
workplace, right?
Workplace.
Yes.
We use the AI in the workplace, in the school, right?
Yes.
In college. Yeah.
Yes.
I know. Nah, exactly. For sure, Kira. Sena. Sorry, Sena.
Call me Sena.
For sure, Sena. Exactly. Traditional computers programs can only do what they are explicitly programmed to do. Step A,
Yes.
step B, C.
Yes.
A system, on the other hand, can analyze data, learn from it, and adapt to situation they haven't been explicitly programmed for. Just like, AI. First of all, AI cannot do anything.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
But
That's right.
if you ever been heard the machine learning, the machine learning, AI use a machine learning, right?
Right.
They learn about things of human
Yes.
in the world. In this
Yeah.
world, they learn every day to make some things maybe.
Maybe not every day, right? Everyone use it.
Everyone use it. They learn it, bro.
Yes.
When they cannot think about it,
Yes.
and you prompt it,
Yes. Every single of them.
of every single of
use
them,
it. Yes.
they learn it, bro.
Yeah.
So why AI so dangerous?
Right now.
Right now,
Yeah.
it's about they can think about good things or bad things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because AI doesn't have moral, right?
Yeah, moral and
Yeah.
they don't have mind, bro.
Yes. They don't have mind,
Yeah,
guys. AI doesn't have mind.
yeah, man.
AI just have database.
Database.
Right.
They program it, bro.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
it's a system.
if something bad happen, it will be our fault, our
Problems?
our problem.
Our
because
problems, yeah.
because we teach it, right?
Oh yeah, we teach it. Like we teach about our kids, yeah.
Yes.
If we teach our kids, it's good things.
Yeah. It will be.
It will be a good children.
Yeah.
It will be a good children, right?
Yes.
So what if we teach our kids smoke? It's a bad thing.
That is a bad thing.
That's a bad thing.
Yes.
Right? It seems like AI, bro.
Yes. It's
Artificial intelligence. It's
Yeah.
same, bro. It's same.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, next.
Next thing is I think it's okay when we use it for good purpose only, but
Yes.
there is a lot human that use it for bad things, like one of our friend, right?
Yeah, one of our friends.
Yeah. Okay. That makes a lot of sense right now. But when we talk, when people talk about AI, they often throw around other buzzwords like machine learning,
Yeah.
deep learning, and the last thing is generative AI.
Yeah, generative.
It can get really confusing. Can you help us how to break down for us how all these pieces fit together?
Okay. Let me think. I love using the concept of Russian nesting dolls. For
Russian
sure.
nesting
Russian
dolls.
nesting dolls.
Oh,
For this because
I know.
it gives a really clear visual. Article intelligence, the biggest doll. It seems like a doll. Chucky,
Yeah.
Annabelle.
Yeah.
The biggest doll. This is the massive umbrella category.
Yeah.
Anything where a machine simulates human intelligence falls under AI. Yeah. So we have machine learning or
Okay.
ML.
The second thing is right.
That's called middle doll. The middle doll.
Okay.
Okay, artificial intelligence is the biggest doll, and the two is middle doll.
The
Machine
second
learning.
one is-
The second one is machine learning. It's the middle doll, right?
Okay.
That's it.
I understand it now.
This is a specific approach inside AI.
Okay.
That's it. Instead of writing code with fixed rules, we fit a algorithm, massive amounts of data, and
So we add the algorithm.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, there's an algorithm. Okay. Instead of writing code with fixed rules, we feed an algorithm massive amounts of data.
Okay, okay.
We use maybe we don't nggak nyadar apa?
We don't expect maybe.
Yeah, we don't expect. We use algorithm every day.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
You
Algorithm help us, bro.
help us, bro. Like when you play TikTok, they have an algorithm.
Yeah.
Algorithm.
Yes.
When you play Instagram, YouTube, they have
Yeah.
algorithm.
They
when
have algorithm
yeah,
themselves.
when you like this video, when you
Yeah,
like this video, this podcast,
Yeah.
maybe the algorithm will give you like podcasts like this.
Yes.
Other podcasts like
Yes,
this, bro.
yes.
It
That's
is.
algorithm works.
It's called algorithm.
Yeah.
For instance,
Yes.
if we show a machine learning model 10,000 photos
Oh my
of
God.
cats and dogs, it figured out the difference by itself, right?
Okay.
Okay. Next, the third is deep learning,
Deep learning. Okay.
not deep.
Deep learning.
Deep
Talk
learning.
about AI, bro.
The smaller doll inside ML or machine learning.
Okay.
The two is machine learning, and the third is deep learning. The smallest doll inside.
Okay.
This is more advanced technique
Okay.
that use artificial neural networks, structure inspired by how neurons in human brain work.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
It's ideal for handling super complex data like processing voice signals,
Okay.
recognizing face,
Okay.
or operating self-driving cars like a Tesla.
Oh, I see.
It use
So it use
yeah,
deep learning.
deep learning, yeah.
Okay.
They use deep
That's
learning.
why. Okay.
Yeah, it's my brother Elon Musk.
Oh shit. Your brother.
Yeah, it's my brother. It's my
Okay.
brother. It's my
Okay,
brother
okay.
for sure. Elon Musk used deep learning on their car, their
Yeah.
products. Yeah,
Yes,
their
yes,
product,
yes.
their car, Tesla. It's called Tesla.
Tesla.
They use deep learning in this. So,
Okay.
so Tesla can operating self, bro.
Okay.
Okay.
Self drive, yeah.
Self drive like this, bro. And
yes.
I have the last one, generative AI. Yeah.
Generative
The generative AI.
This
This
is
is what interesting, right?
Mhm.
This is what everyone is talking about today.
yes.
Tools like a ChatGPT, Cloud, Midjourney, or Sora fall here. Traditional AI analyze or categories
Yes.
exciting data, but generative AI actually creates brand new content. Whatever that text, original code, digital paintings, or realistic video clips based on simple text prompt given by a human user. Nah, it's a bad things, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, one of our friends used the generative AI to make a you know lah.
Fun of.
Oh
To
yeah.
make fun of one of our friend.
Yeah.
yeah.
Make a fake body,
Yeah,
fake
yeah.
face, bro.
Yeah.
It's called-
Editing purpose.
It's called
purpose.
generative AI, man.
Mhm.
So
Because we can access it, like easy to access it. Right?
yeah, man.
Right. Using it too easy. That's why so many bad people use the AI for bad purposes.
Yeah, but
Yeah. I think it's a wow things.
wow, things.
Yes, wow things. Right. That Russian nesting is Russian nesting what?
Doll.
Russian nesting doll. Okay.
Yeah.
Russian nesting doll analogy. Make it so clear.
Yeah.
Right? What you explained before. So generative AI isn't just sorting data, right?
Yeah.
It's actually creating something new based on patterns it learned previously.
Yes.
That's why we can teach it.
Mm-mm.
I see.
Yes, man.
Okay.
It's called generative AI.
Yes. Okay. I think we can go to the next topic.
Yeah.
That
We can go.
sounds very futuristic. But
Okay.
I feel like many of us are using AI every single day, right now, without even realizing it.
Yes.
Yeah. AI it's not just like Gemini, Sora, Cloud,
Yeah.
or ChatGPT. Just not.
Yeah.
AI is so many AI.
So
Even our smartphone right now, like Siri,
Siri,
or,
yeah.
or Google, that is AI thing too.
I think so.
Yeah, kan?
I think so, bro.
Yeah. What are some real world examples in our daily routine?
Okay, that's it. The daily routine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I will explain. What are some real world example in our daily routine?
Yeah.
We use it constantly.
Okay.
Right?
That's right.
Here are a few obvious examples. Nah, the one of all recommendation system.
Yeah.
When you scroll to TikTok,
Yeah,
YouTube,
yeah.
Spotify, or
For
Netflix,
your page.
yeah, for your
Yeah,
page.
yeah.
Those apps use machine learning to analyze what your watch, skip, or like.
Yeah. That's right.
That's what I said before.
Yeah. That's right.
It's
that's right.
algorithm too.
That's how algorithm
Machine
works.
learning is analyze what your watch, skip, like. Yeah, like you like podcast things like this.
Yes.
Yeah, machine learning used to analyze what you watch like this, and then serve content tailor made for your exact taste.
That's right.
That's right. The second, smartphone and security.
Yes.
Yeah, like Face ID, you know?
Face ID from iPhone.
Yeah.
iPhone.
iPhone copy.
iPhone copy. What the? Okay. Face ID.
Face
on
ID.
iPhone.
Oh ya, kayak
You-
kok
you-
kaya sih? Like that, bro.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Facial recognize like a Face ID. Use deep learning.
Hmm.
Use deep learning to unlock your phone even you charge your hair or put on glasses.
Yeah, because it scan
Yeah.
our lens, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
the deep learning, it's
Yes.
like that, bro.
That is the
Face
difference.
ID use deep learning and the third one,
Okay.
the third one,
Okay.
smart writing tools.
Okay. Smart writing tools.
The predictive text on your keyboard.
Oh.
Sometimes sometimes you have a typo on your
Oh,
text.
okay.
Yeah.
That is autocorrect.
Yeah, autocorrect, right? Yeah.
We used to call it autocorrect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We use autocorrect in our keyboard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sometimes we typo, but we want to message our girlfriend, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I'm
we
happy.
typo and they think what? Oh yeah, think bad things about
Bad things.
but us, bro, but us.
Yeah.
That is smart writing tools
Yes.
on the keyboard. Your email spam filter
Mhm.
and grammar checking tools like Grammarly are all driven by AI language models.
Grammarly.
Yeah, Grammarly.
Grammarly. Use AI
driven
too.
by AI language models.
Oh,
Okay,
I see.
they use AI language models,
Oh.
right? Yeah.
So basically, Grammarly,
Hmm.
the application that we use to correct our
Voice.
grammar.
Yeah, our grammar.
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, it have AI.
Yeah, it has AI too. AI language models.
Oh,
Like when
I
you
see, I
when
see.
you want to use Google Translate,
Hmm?
itu kok itu.
That's
That's it. That's use AI language models.
okay.
They can understand what's your language, right?
Mhm.
They have AI language models. That's it. AI language models
Yes.
use that.
Mhm.
Okay. And the next one is navigation apps.
Navigation.
App.
Okay.
All of you. Okay. Apps or Google Maps.
Sure.
Yeah. Sure. You should use Google Maps or Waze. Analyze.
We all use.
We
that.
all use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all use that.
We all use that.
Yeah.
Google Maps, Waze. It's analyze real-time traffic data from 1,000 drivers to calculate the fastest route and predict your precise arrival time. It use
Yeah.
AI too. You know that?
Yeah.
When you use or open it, the Google Maps or Waze, yeah, I don't know, and the AI It's helped us to get a fastest route.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's a AI. That's a AI help.
Oh, so
So-
basically we we are not realized at all that
Yeah, that AI helps so many times in our life.
Yeah. So that is a good purpose
Yeah.
from using an AI, right? Basically, that we not realize
Realize.
that we use AI, right?
Yes.
That's so true. Have you personally used any generative AI tools to help with your daily work or school project, maybe?
Definitely. I use AI as a brainstorming buddy. For
Okay.
example,
Right,
if I'm stuck on how to structure an essay or needs ideas for project outline,
Okay.
I'll
yeah.
ask AI to generate 5 different perspectives.
Okay.
I use a different perspective from AI.
Yeah.
It doesn't do the work for me,
Yeah.
but it speeds up the initial brainstorming process massively.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I'm being honest,
Yeah, let's be honest, bro. Let's be
if
honest.
I'm being honest,
Yeah,
I do the same thing, bro.
yeah, for
I do
sure.
the same thing because there is a thing that we forget it. So sometimes I use AI to help me through solving problems. Like sometimes in my office, I
Yeah.
use it to ask it for solving problem. Like the last thing is I ask to AI is I ask the Gemini to help me
Yeah,
to solve why the office camera is overheating.
overheating. Yeah,
So what should I do? I asked the Gemini,
yeah,
what should I do? Can you help me? And it's help.
it's help.
It's helped so much, right? I do the same things.
Yeah,
It's like having a digital assistant who never gets tired of answering question. Like it's never the problem, never the timeless. Oh, no. Like we use it at midnight and then we use it at noon. We use it at afternoon maybe. We use it every time.
yeah,
And
for sure.
it cannot get tired.
Cannot get tired.
Yes.
Like a human.
Like no, human can get tired, bro.
Yeah, human can get tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can get tired like a human.
Cannot get tired, right?
Cannot, yeah.
Yes,
Cannot
yes.
get tired like a human.
Okay. Okay. So we talk about the ethical concerns, challenge, and future of work.
Yeah.
Now, as incredible as all of this sounds, there is a lot of debate and anxiety surrounding AI.
Yeah.
What are some of the critical ethical concerns we need to be careful about? What your thought?
I thought that's probably the most crucial parts of this whole discussion.
This whole
Senna.
discussion.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can ignore the risks.
Okay.
We cannot ignore the risks.
Yes.
Job displacement,
Okay.
first of all,
Yeah.
and two,
It can
Yeah.
replace our job too.
yeah, it can.
It can.
Yeah,
It can.
job displacement, deepfakes, like we talked about that, bro, before.
Different and
Deepfake,
misinformation.
yeah,
maybe, right?
misinformation.
Okay.
Like from now, everyone can use your face. Maybe if you're even influencer or
yeah.
Yeah?
That's right.
they can use your face in the fake body,
Yeah.
or they can use your face in the nude body, in the nude
Oh
body.
my god, that is the
That's also
best.
dangerous, man.
So dangerous.
So dangerous, man.
So dangerous.
Yes, man. And copyright and data privacy.
Oh.
Many AI models were trained on millions of artworks and articles created by real humans without their explicit permission or compensation.
Compensation.
Sorry,
Yeah.
exhausted me.
Example.
Yeah,
Have some drink, bro.
Yeah.
Have
Where's
some
some
drink,
drink?
bro.
I want to drink, bro.
Have
Take
some
it,
drink, bro.
take it.
Have some water.
Okay, and algorithm bias.
Okay.
If an AI model is trained on the biased human data, it
Okay.
will end up repeating and reinforcing those exact same human prejudices in hiring, loan approvals, and legal system. Yeah, that's it.
So we can say that is raised a really important point, right? A
That's
really important point.
Point.
And that is the important point of our generation, right? A student stepping into the workplace soon, should we be worried about AI taking over our future jobs?
I don't think fear is the right response.
So what should we do?
But awareness
Okay.
and adaptability.
Adaptability. Okay.
Adaptability.
Adaptability. Ah.
Sorry. Definitely are
Adaptability. Okay.
Okay,
Next.
a press that I really agree with is AI won't replace humans, but humans using AI will replace humans who don't.
So, I see.
Yeah.
So,
Uniquely.
AI
Yeah.
cannot replace us.
Yeah, cannot
But-
replace us. But humans
The
using
people,
AI,
the people use
using
AI can replace us.
can replace us.
Okay.
That's
okay,
it.
Okay.
That's a paradox.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a paradox.
Mhm.
Uniquely, human skills like critical thinking, genuine empathy,
Yeah.
emotional intelligence, leadership, ethical judgment,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
things a machine cannot truly replace
Oh, that's right.
or replicate.
Okay.
That's it.
That is right because machine cannot
Cannot have empathy, right?
yes.
Emotional intelligence.
Yes.
They cannot replace us.
Machine doesn't have emotion.
Yeah,
That's right.
sure. Machine don't have
And-
emotion.
The last thing is the interesting.
Yeah.
What is called? Leadership.
Leadership. Yeah, leadership.
Leadership. Yes. AI
It
doesn't have leadership.
They
Okay.
just
Machine.
machine.
Right? Just machine.
Just machine.
Okay. So from now on, I don't think we used to afraid of AI.
Yeah. We don't
That
have
is
to
such
afraid.
a grounded and practical
Mm.
perspective to let us with.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you
Yes.
so much. I think it's
Time
the time, right?
for
I used to say thank you so much, Joshua,
Yeah.
for sharing all of your knowledge
Yo.
and for being such a great guest today.
Okay, man. Thank you for hosting this final part, man.
Yeah.
Sena,
You're welcome.
Sena, it was a real pleasure to end the series on such a high note.
Yeah.
Yeah. We talk much about AI today.
Yes,
Yeah.
because AI is
Interesting.
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 So interesting.
So interesting to
Yeah. to discuss.
Just discuss, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
discuss.
Mhm.
Okay.
Maybe in off cam we talk about AI too.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe because that is bring us to complete, right? This is the time, guys. Sorry, and that bring us to the complete end of our fourth part remedial podcast project of my friend Joshua.
Yo.
Yes. So that is all of this is his project.
My project.
Yeah, we've covered computer networks and then steganography with Nisa, right?
Yeah, with this
And cryptography with May.
yeah, cryptography
Okay,
with
okay.
me.
And finally, artificial intelligence with you.
With me.
Yeah,
with me.
with
Joshua.
you.
With me, Joshua.
Thank you so much to all our awesome
Yes.
guests, right? And huge thank you to everyone for listening.
Okay.
And goodbye, guys. This
Okay.
is
Time.
this is the time to end this video because it will get endless.
Yeah. Thank you.
Endless.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for all the people listening us, yeah.
Yes.
Shout
Thank
out,
you so much. Thank you
shout
so
out to all and shout out to ma'am,
much. Ma'am.
my
Your
teacher.
Okay.
Thank you for ma'am and all my friends
Yes.
being here this podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you for Sena ya for
Okay,
hosting me,
okay.
me.
I think it's interesting to discuss the AI thing. So.
Yeah, man.
Because it's it can be dangerous or it can help us.
Nah, it's a
Yeah.
two ways. It's a two ways, or it's a good or bad things.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
That's right.
Mm.
Okay.